Good morning again. If you were with me a few minutes ago, you know I had technical difficulties. This was actually the same topic I was talking about when I don't know what happened. Storage, I got a message, storage was low. So this is Carolyn Lang, and I'm here to give you a couple pointers on doing live videos. One, make sure that it has fully charged and your phone is ready to go. Number two, that is if you're using your phone. Number two, make sure you have enough storage, because evidently that's what shut down my video before. So if you are joining me again and you've already heard part of this, I apologize, but I am trying to get a complete one. So with that, I will take the precaution, now that I say that, of plugging in my video. And see, this is just goes to show you that anybody can do this. You just need to be yourself. Speaking of which, I might not look like I'm dressed for success today, but this is my workout gym clothes outfit. I just came back from the gym, and I wanted to shoot this video real fast and share with you some thoughts that I had. So this is in honor of Rocky Balboa, and my hat is in honor of my mom. This is to cover up my hat hair, but my mom had ovarian cancer. She succumbed to that in 2002. She fought for 6 years with it. And so she often wore this during one of her chemo treatments when she had very little hair or no hair at all. So this is in honor of my mom, my Rocky. So, and that is why I am doing this, getting out of my comfort zone, doing videos, building a business at home, and so forth. And I wanted to really help other people who are doing the same kind of thing, because it is not the easiest thing to do. I mean, you have to either have super tough skin or not really care what anybody says or thinks about you, or you just have to have a heart that wants to help other people. And so with that in mind, I wanted to share this with you, and now you'll at least know why I look the way I do today. But anyways, let's get to it. I had done a video yesterday, and it was talking about planning your month on paper, finishing your month on paper before you really get started with it. And I thought that was basically pretty explanatory. However, it was one of these things that when I go to the gym, I am a recovering multitasker, I say. But I do listen to podcasts. That is how I use it to help my spirit, help my mindset, really get the right mindset to do the business and to be a better person in my life. But while listening to the podcasts, ironically, the two that I listened to were all about this topic, and I named it Getting the Rocks in Your Calendar when you plan for success. And so I listened to Leah Getz, and she had a great one about the 4 pillars, and it's the same concept. I just used the term rocks because it made me think of Stephen Covey. And he always used an illustration where they had people that were given a glass jar and a bunch of rocks of varying sizes and asked if you could get everything in that jar. Some people said yes, some people said no, but the demonstration was if he put the big rocks in first, then the smaller rocks, then the sand, then the water, he could get a whole lot more in that jar than if you did it the other way or just very haphazardly. So you had to have a plan. Again, failing to plan is planning to fail. So, Dave, I was listening. So anyways, back to my topic. So the 4 pillars, or 4 big rocks. The first one is your spirit. I know for myself that if my spirit is not being nourished, if my spirit is not in the right place, then it really is very difficult. And I understand that when I say spirit, I mean your spiritual life, your faith, your belief system, and that is different for everyone. However, for me, it's Ash Wednesday today, so we will be attending church. We need to make time to meditate, to pray, to spend quiet time with the Lord, to spend quiet time in nature, whatever it is that you do that helps you. Maybe it's journaling, but whatever it is that helps you focus on your own belief that really centers you, and that makes it much easier then for you to have a attitude of gratitude, as they say, being thankful for where you're at so that you can move forward. And when you have that gratitude, then you're able to help so many other people. And that's what we definitely need in this world, isn't it? So block those times out on the calendar when you spend time building your belief, building your faith. And then maybe that is, you can combine that with your family and spend time with them as well, because family is your second pillar. Most people are doing what they do, whether it be working for somebody in a job, building a business alongside of a job, whatever it is that they do, they are doing it to benefit their family. And so I'm going to really date myself, but if anybody has heard or knows the song Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin, you can put a 1 in there or comment for me whether you're live or whether you're listening to the replay. But in that song, I thought that was such a good song, because that's when the man has a child, a son, and the son wants to spend time with his dad. And there's 2 or 3 times in the song, in the boy's life, where he wants to spend time with dad, but dad is got a lot to do, but we'll get together soon and we'll have a good time soon. Well, as it turns out, soon never comes, and the man is retired. The boy says he admires his dad. He wants to grow up just like his dad. So when the man retires, he wants to spend time with his son. Now he has the time. However, his son did grow up just like him, and now he is too busy. So I urge you to look up that song if you are struggling in this area and find yourself out of balance. Now, I know that sometimes life gets crazy and you are in imbalance for a season. But if you help your family set expectations, say that I have to go to these events, I have to do this sort of thing for a while, and then we'll be able to do this. If you always give them that, and that it's not forever, then they will accept that, and you won't end up like this man in Harry Chapin song about being all alone. The other thing is date nights. If you are married or have a spouse, whatever, that you definitely need to spend time with them, because even if you become successful, what good is in your business, I should say, what good is all that if you end up alone? So the third pillar is business, or your work if you are not in a home-based business. But if I'm kind of speaking to that audience right now, so if you are in a home-based business, are you treating it like a business person? Would you hire yourself to do the activity that you are doing? Would you pay yourself? To be honest, sometimes that's hard to do. I mean, you have to decide what hours you're going to work in the week. You put them in your calendar, and then what do you need to do in those work hours to really focus on your business and growing your business and being successful? Determine what your income producing activities are. If you are in a sales, a home party business, maybe you have to book so many parties. Maybe you need to talk to so many people. You need to go and actually do one-on-ones with someone. But you have to figure out how many people you need to talk to get your results, and that's the numbers that you need to know. But how many people, if you need 20 people to talk to get to find 5 people that want what you're doing or what you have, then you need to put in those numbers and do the math and kind of reverse engineer for that. As to quote Ray Higdon, who's a great trainer in the home-based marketing and home-based business area, Ray Higdon always says you have to get eyeballs on your presentation. So if you are not doing that, then you aren't going to be successful. You aren't going to be growing and moving forward and reach those goals that you have set to benefit you and your family. Maybe you have to schedule time to belong to clubs or service organizations so that you attract new people to you. I struggled with this because I thought, well, I got to be busy working and working. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't get out there and change your mindset and be thankful for what you have, you don't get out there and intermingle with other people, you aren't going to get to know other people, that you might be missing a whole bunch of people that really need to hear what you have to say, whether it be that they join your business or not. Maybe they just need some encouragement, that they look at you and say, hey, well, if they are doing that, I certainly can be successful in what I'm doing. So block out the hours that you're going to work, and then make sure that when you are working, you're not just scrolling through Facebook or clearing your table or your desk off or things like that. The fourth step, the fourth pillar, the fourth rock, is your health. I know that if you do not have your health, you do not have much. Last week I said my dad was in the hospital with influenza. Thankfully I did not get it. However, I have been battling this coughy cold thing. If you caught my live videos before, it seems like I'm always clearing my throat. So you have to take care of yourself, and whether you're eating right, exercising, whether you're taking good food in or supplements, whatever it is that you do, make sure that you're doing that, as well as getting enough sleep. Does anybody realize that they have now in the last 10 years been able to track the amount of sleep you get with how much weight you have gained or lost? If you are struggling to lose weight, check your sleep and how much you're getting. You can go to my other business page where I share wellness tips with Carol, and I had a post on there about how they are saying about the importance of the amount of sleep and the quality of sleep with your weight loss and weight gain, because of triggering hormones and all these other things. I won't go into it, but that's definitely important. Make sure you get enough sleep, because it's so easy, especially I know with busy families, big families. I would get up early to get everything going, and we were homeschooling and doing these other things. And then by the end of the day, I'd get everybody to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock, and then I finally had time to just have some quiet time, some thinking time, and then I find I'm going to bed very late and then shortchanging myself. And scientists have been able to track changes in your brain when you are chronically sleep deprived, and how that is. So with that, I will wrap it up. I know that the 4 rocks again were, number 1 was your spiritual life, number 2 was your family life, number 3 was your business and work life, and number 4 was your health, and making sure that you really sit down today and think about and put it in your calendar. When are you going to be doing these things? When are you spending time with your family? When are you going to be exercising and doing the different things that you need to do for your business? And I am certainly going to put this into practice myself, because although, like I said, and I'm getting confused, I probably said this in the first video, but I don't know if you know this, but I have 11 children and I only have 4 left at home. And so sometimes I look back and I think, that has gone so fast that I miss my older kids. And so don't want to miss out on opportunities with them, with my grandchildren, and with the 4 children that I still have at home. I want to be able to do what I need to do to provide for them and provide for our retirement, as well as spending time with them now, because time goes too fast. So check out Harry Chapin Carpenter. No, I'm sorry, wrong song. Harry Chapin. I'm not very good with names of artists and songs. I can sing all the words, but I don't know the artist. Sorry about that. Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle. So hopefully you enjoyed this, got a laugh over my blunders, but sit down and think about this and really give yourself the time that you deserve, because you can do this. You just need to plan it out, and even if it's in 10-minute segments of that you've got. I know is sometimes you only have 10-15 minutes a day. So what can you do in those blocks of time that requires just a short amount of concentration. And then whether it be marching in place, checking, there's Bible apps or there's meditation apps on your phone. Maybe you can do some replies on Facebook posts or things like that. So just kind of be creative and think about making it fit for you. I struggled with that for a long time. I always tried to find somebody who had gone before me and had similar situations, and I think I wasted more time trying to find somebody just like me and my family and my situation than I did just setting out what works for me and my family. So, all right, you guys take care, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye now.